like it's like nobody had to care about the mechanics. The first time
I gave
it was
it so many skills.
Exactly, right? Like there's so many skills and all these things, and it's like none of it mattered. So that's sad.
Yeah.
So yeah, we ideally was in a situation. Now I hope that doesn't happen again, but honestly, it's probably wishful thinking.
As I said,
yeah,
there's 10,000 things before. There's still going to be.
there's still going to be
many
more, and it will
thousand.
happen every time. And people will find stuff,
Look, this again by the end of early access, I want to say we're going to be in a real fucking good spot with this in a way that is not going to have so much abusive stuff. And getting rid of that whole, I feel like I have to play X. Like,
Yes, it is that
very
100%.
demoralizing to players when they
Yeah.
played their thing,
Yes.
and all of a sudden something comes out, and they're like, oh.
And so
change over to this.
the way you will know that we're successful is because you get more diversity in classes. Because it means that there's no longer the thing that everyone has to play because it's easy to be
I mean,
successful.
you definitely saw that where it's like the comments of any build guide. It's like, oh, another Archmage build. Oh,
Exactly.
it's just Heralds again.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's like this isn't even a build. This is just Herald again.
You go look at like what are all crossbow people playing? Crossbows is actually the least used weapon type, and so you specifically start there, and you're like, okay, well here's how much people are using these skills. Oh, hand of wisdom in action, hand of wisdom in action, hand of wisdom. Okay, well never mind. The crossbows are relevant, right?
Yeah,
Like-
even without stat stacking, still better.
Yeah,
than
and
the
it's
other
like,
ones,
okay, well, obviously take some away from there, and then it's like, okay, well, what are you left with? Well, you're still left with probably crossbows are bad. So, what do you have to do? And it's like, crossbows now, for example, just a quick change is like instead of using one-handed damage mods for added damage, they use two-handed and their base damage. And then all the skills now have a higher growth per level because they scale with other external factors like attack speed less because they have the reload time. So they will be getting more damage per level, whereas before most skills were very consistently growing per level. So almost every spell would get the same amount of damage per level regardless of everything else it had. And this is how you got things like Spark just being the dominant skill, out of control because it scales not only that, it scales obviously the number of projectiles kind of out of control, and with projectile and duration and other multiplicative scaling factors, you'll end up with just like, well, of course I'm just going to spark everywhere. And so now it's like, well, spark has these other multiplicative things, so it should get less damage per level. And this wasn't PoE 1 and was the right answer, and we somehow didn't replicate that exact thing that we did.
Yeah, everything just had the same damage growth.
Yes, we end up with exactly the same. So now every single skill we're looking at it and going, you're going to scale more, you're going to scale less, you're going to scale more on the damage axis because they have other things that scale.
And this just means that, like, when you're asking, well, what skills have changed? Well, the answer is literally all of them. Like,
Yes.
no skill will have the same damage as before. It's like a complete, a complete rebalance of the whole thing.
Expectation-wise, it means that any skill that didn't have a lot of things you could do for it will get more damage. That's
Yeah,
what it
that
does.
should be the case. But I mean, even as well, like when we're looking at things like, I sort of mentioned it vaguely before, but like I'm trying to make sure, like we are trying to make sure that like the combos that work early game still work late game, which is kind of another important element of that too.
Yeah. So Crossbow's been buffed a lot, and I also heard the other thing that was definitely getting a lot of buffs is Warrior as well.
I mean, we'll see how that looks.
Everything up and everything down.
Yeah.
It's so hard to even
Yeah.
It's so hard to have like a cohesive message with a single like this class is better.
Yeah.
Because it's just, I mean, it's easy for mercenary skills or for crossbow skills because I can look at those numbers and just be like, okay, everything's clearly higher.
Yeah.
But then in others, it's like it's
well,
that's
that's
too
the thing
easy
with
to
Warriors.
say.
Like Warrior was like in many cases there was a lot of things that it was actually not bad.
Yeah.
Like it was good in many ways.
But then it didn't have anything that was outrageously broken like how the other classes did. In the same
and it
way.
didn't gel with all players in many ways as well.
I mean, we've also done balance changes on literally every Ascendancy class as well.
Yep.
Chaos. Pathfinder has like 2 extra notables and some changes. You've got a new notable on Chronomancer. You've got a changes to like Chrono was way too much utility stuff. Like where's just my like good thing, So like you got like a good
my
thing,
bonk node.
less niche, more something. And then we've just done that on every single class. We've upped a lot of the undertaken or bad things, and we've downed a lot of the really good, powerful things that were over the top.